Hey very beautiful comrades! Today we're at Vancouver International Auto Show. We're gonna check out lifted trucks exposition, visit new Ram 1500 and get a feel for it, and also admire some sports cars and their slick silhouettes, and then stop by at North Shore Off-Road booth. Hey there, welcome back to Gear Into Adventure. So today we're at Auto Show, Vancouver Auto Show 2018. I'm part of lifted trucks, basically exposition. It's on the first day. So it's definitely a little bit different from what I anticipated. I thought it's going to be more like Overland Expo, where the cars are parked and people come by, check out your setup, all that stuff. But apparently not. They're just we're all arrived. We're like, okay, park for the day, you can pick it up at 9. So yeah, I printed a bunch of little stickers because I thought it would be that kind of scenario where people come by, just chat around. And some people did, but generally I'm not exactly around the truck. I go check out other stuff. So I just place my stickers just on the bumper. It's like, here, take it if you need it. And I've seen some people do take them. And then basically they gave us 2 tickets and gift bags, and you can go inside, check out the actual show. So this is the entrance, before the entrance to the auto show, all these trucks here. So it's actually about 3 o'clock already, and basically from 9 o'clock arriving till 11, spend some time chatting with a couple of guys, like a ZombieCon guy. I've seen him on Instagram, this and that, and before we knew it, it's like 2 hours passed. So then my friend came by, we hang out, checked out some cars, analyzed what could be done differently. And I'm standing next to the North Shore 1500 full conversion rig. Don't be mistaken, this is actually 1500. I'm not sure what engine is inside. Maybe it's not 5.7 anymore, maybe it's 6.4. They obviously changed the hood to be heavy duty, and all of this is still independent front suspension, but it's definitely jacked up. It's way more than me, quite a bit. So I'm curious to see what they've done, and maybe I can do similar stuff later, because I do like this height. But part of it, about 5 inches I think, it seems coming from actual body lift, not the suspension lift. The distance between the frame and the body is quite a big, and that's what adds extra bit of space right here. Well, this turbo diesel Cummins here is sporting some King shocks. Pretty awesome rig. So EAV snorkel, but the snake type, my pre-filter version is definitely better. It's good to see a couple of defenders here. I actually talked to both of these guys. So that defender over there was imported from Spain, and this defender from Australia. Actually, the guy is from Australia, so at some point he ported the rig. Some other guy, I think, owned him, but anyway. And this is the coolest setup I've seen. You can stick 4 fishing rods right here. It's awesome. Kayak, fishing rods, perfect. It's definitely awesome to see that here, because in Canada, in US, defenders are not common, especially in Canada. And of course we got jacked up Jeeps. Of course everyone's sporting Fox shocks 2.0 or whatever, higher, 2.5. 37 tires. King shocks actually on this one, but there is that guy in the next frame that's completely jacked up on shocks. Check this guy out. That's some serious shocks action going on. One, actually no, two reserved reservoirs. I don't know, just everything here looks shocks and shocks and shocks and tubes. It's crazy. And this is the ZombieCon Jeep. I bumped into this guy on Instagram a few times. And you got your less modified Jeeps and another less modified Tundra with rooftop tent. That's Matt Irvin's car. Tacoma, definitely scratched quite a bit. He doesn't care. He just goes, does what he wants. We have some Tapui tent right here. And this guy here actually on last year's BC Overland rally was helping teaching one of the winching courses. And I met him again and like, oh, familiar face. Probably gonna see him again on this Overland rally in 2 months, I think it's coming up. So far I haven't been inside yet, and it's time for me to check out what's out there. And here we are approaching the main entrance. This here is Rob's championship winning buggy. I think he just did some renovations, new coat, paint, and the wrap and everything. He's been renovating for the past 2 weeks, just following his Instagram. He did tell me to come by early in the day, but I was outside for too long now. I'm not sure if he's here. Maybe he's at North Shore booth, so I'm gonna go there and check out. Alright, so I finally found the North Shore booth, but no one's here, Rob's not here. There is that guy over there, and I think that's his 1500 RAM conversion. I've seen him in some Instagram posts on North Shore. He's the owner, so I got questions. And we finally gonna meet the owner of this amazing truck, right? Because that's yours.
No.
No?
Oh, that truck?
Yeah, this one.
That truck I am, yeah.
Yeah, you are. And your name?
Jonathan.
Victor.
Hey, Victor.
I've never actually been inside rooftop tent. Not something that I want. I was thinking like for cab top, to potentially later down the road get a rooftop tent, but not for me, more like for guests, like for people that potentially may wanna join me on the trip. Alright, here it goes. This feels unstable. It feels very sketchy. Not bad. I could totally chill out here. Just basically normal tent. Nothing special. Very high. Well, like views probably from rooftop tents are awesome. Definitely not high. It's stuff. Like it's pretty good. But yeah, it's just average. I'm pretty sure it's very noisy during winds and stuff, and like shakes. Yeah, wouldn't want that for myself. However, if I had it, I definitely would close all that cargo, everything like the truck bed, you know, reduce some center of gravity issues. But yeah, I'm gonna stick to my canopy setup. It's gonna be awesome. In half a year's time, once I rebuild it and build more stuff on the frame inside, on the new frame, it's gonna look amazing. We'll see. Wow, I'm positively surprised about this one. It's actually very comfy in the car, like I can stretch my legs fully, unlike in my truck. So tiny little car, but so comfortable. Totally a summer getaway car, 20 grand. I'm not sure if it's worth it, but I don't know, it's like a cool little toy. I just would love to have if I had money. So I asked him about that ram, the lift. Yeah, indeed, it's a body lift, 3 inches, and also the frontal struts give it additional 1.5 inches. Also, he's got, yeah, those airbags help quite a bit to keep the lift, and also he's got some relocation brackets on the arms. Fuel consumption, he says it's decent, but then again, he doesn't pay attention a whole lot to these things anymore because he's been driving all these lifted trucks all his life. Doesn't bother him anymore, he just doesn't care. So Faber has finally arrived, 5 o'clock, and what do you think so far? You've been waiting here for a while.
I just contributed to distributing your stickers. I told people, because some people come and take, I saw it, but some people don't even notice. So, but they were interested, and because they were interested, I said, hey, these are stickers for grabs. Oh, really? Yeah, can we take? Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, I got some in the back here. But that's the thing, I was totally expecting like a different, more like an expo, like Overland expo type thing. So that's why, yeah, just like whatever, take it. I think I put like 100 of these suckers. Well, I think it's about time to get back and check out the other floor. There is actually, so on this first floor, it's all exotic cars over here, but on the floor below, it's actually the real cars. And I actually do want to check out Ram 1500 19 version. I don't particularly like the look of it. It kind of strayed away from the original Rammy look towards more like Tacoma Toyota look, but the insides, I've been checking out some videos, the insides of that thing are absolutely amazing, and it's got like a electric battery also that provides extra torque to kind of move it out of place in the city driving, so much improved fuel consumption in those conditions where you constantly have to stop and go. But unfortunately, even if I wanted to switch right now to that thing, the problem is with any new vehicles, for a couple of years you're not getting aftermarket parts, and that's the downside. So there's no point. I don't even want to bother thinking about it. But the specs look good, very good. So the downside of this new microphone system, this one, apparently my battery died on the receiver that I got right here. And I'm not sure how long it's been dead. Maybe some audio wasn't recorded. I guess I'll find out during editing. So now I switched to my backup older microphone, which is a shotgun type. However, Have you seen Tesla in real life at all? Have you seen Tesla in real life before?
Of course.
Oh,
Where do I work? I work for a private school.
Oh.
I've seen many of them already.
Lots of Hong Kong Asian rich people in his private school, and they bring all kinds of crazy expensive cars over there. I've never actually seen a Tesla in real life. But actually, I've been watching YouTubes, all that, reading reviews. The build quality of these guys is not all that great, apparently.
Like a small TV inside.
The display is totally for my modern needs. Well, I would still need more stuff on the dash here, a different type of maps, backups. You can't rely only on one thing, and it's probably a city map, it's not for off-road. Alright, I never understood this ridiculousness. This is so freaking low. I don't know how they even got this car into this place. Any speed bump, like you can cross it with that. It's like, unless you take it to drive range, what do you do with it? I don't know. It's like most of city parking lots and everything are completely inaccessible with that. But, well, everyone's got their own preferences, whatever. We all have our different kinks. I just consider these things to be completely useless. This type of cars, like any sports cars, doesn't matter if it's like $300,000, to me is just junk. All I see is completely worthless, having no purpose car. Like, that's how I consider those guys. Well, it's not ugly, but it lost its rammy look. It definitely did. It doesn't look like the same car. I just don't, I don't know, it doesn't speak Ram to me anymore. Alright, so what do I think about new RAM? It's not started, I can't move my seat, but It's the same comfortable seat, it very is comfortable. The head pad in the back there, it's no longer as sloped as the Gen 4 Ram, which is kind of very sloped. I found it switching from Kia to Ram very uncomfortable. Kia head pads or head rests were so amazing. Just overall the Kia Sorento 2012 feel was great. Ram generally comfortable. The one downside the beef that I've had with Ram since I switched is the brake pedal is actually offset quite a bit, like out, sticking out. So what I find myself, well, I'm used to it, my leg is used to it, but in the first months of driving Ram, it annoyed me. Long trips, it was very hard for me for my leg not to get tired, because the leg on the pedal, on the gas pedal sits quite nicely, but when the brake is so far out, you tend to, cruising highway, whatever, just in case, kind of hold it on the brake. That's what I tend to do, just in case there's a situation, I can press brake quickly, and I just rest it there. But because it's out and sloped like this, the leg after like driving 4 or 5 hours gets really tired. I don't have such issue anymore as much, I'm just used to it. But I see they haven't removed that problem that I had with. However, that brake pedal, it's not offset out as much as it used to be. It's definitely more comfortable feel, just kind of resting my leg on it versus before. But I still don't like it. I would prefer if they were leveled both gas and brake, just like many other cars, just same level. I don't know why they do it. So, the wheel, pretty much same feel, everything the same. Ram logo changed, obviously more square. I kinda actually do like the buttons and stuff on the wheel from Gen 4 more. Now I'm just looking at Gen 5. Yeah, maybe I'm just used to Gen 4. It's actually not too bad. The dash is very familiar. There's 2 gauges that were circular, that are missing, maybe they're different trims. This gauge, just like it used to be on Gen 4, but they were also here, and that's missing. I assume it's displayed here digitally, but I doubt, because there's 4 sections here for some kind of display, and on Gen 4, digitally that used to display something else, whatever you choose. So these 2 gauges not being present up top, I'm not sure if it's a win or loss yet, if they're compensated whatsoever. But I like how they still retain the, general look and feel how it used to be overall, except 2 gauges. Of course, the console here is probably completely amazing. I have no way of testing, it's all shut down, but it's ginormous. But like I was saying before, I would still want a couple of my RAM mounts here for off-road maps and, drone tasks. Like, this thing could never substitute multitasking with variety of RAM mounts. There's a ton of buttons here, so we got roof tilt. Yeah, a bunch of these buttons are basically the limited trim level right there. This is limited edition. Let's see, come on, close. Okay, that's funky. So I guess it retracts. Okay, lots of space here, that's good. However, some of that space is lost because as soon as you want to put cups, you kind of limit. But let's see what's going on here. So, okay, so once you shift it, this is very limited now, and this is also kind of halfway limited. Like, you still have depth, but it's like you can't put bulky fins anymore because you can now slide in and out. Essentially, those bulky fins here, big ones, tall ones, whatever, would be blocking this from moving out, or you can store it here. I'm not sure if I like this new way here. It's maybe good, maybe not. I would only be able to tell in practice, like real life scenario using it. I was fine just the way the old console was. This is like a transformer right here. And of course we got all the kinds of measurements here for industrial use. There you go, this is limited edition. This space here, I don't feel like it suffered anything. I do like these grooves here. I do like those, so the coins and whatever wouldn't fall out. There's one USB port here. I don't know why it's only one. I would definitely, like, it doesn't make sense because that's where you would put phones and stuff. I know they have like this section here up front, but that's not generally where I would keep electronics. I would keep it, first of all, like away from people, away from the car, charging inside this box here closed, so people can see that you have electronics up, and while you're away it's charging. Yeah, I don't like how it's only one USB port here. But let's see, they got 2 USB-C, 2 normal ports, somehow a CD player, CD entrance, I don't know why. And I guess you put your phones and stuff, yeah, right here. And 12-volt AC is down below. Again, I kind of like how it used to be here, much more accessible. Essentially, on my old truck, because it's right here, I could do a splitter sideways and out, so you have 3 AC plugs. With this setup here, you can only, like if I had a triple extension, you can only use sideways here and this way, and stuff that's around here would be constantly like bouncing around and so on. And there, yeah, for my uses, it seems like I don't prefer this setup right here. Alright, so that was Ram 1500 2019. Mixed feelings. It's still comfortable, just like the old one was, but most vehicles these days are very comfortable. And this is Power Wagon. Power Wagon design isn't changing for 19. I'm really not sure what to think of new 1500, really not sure. Like sitting down right now, like the console is nice, right? That big giant kind of Tesla-like screen. But as far as this Lego-like stuff in the actual middle console, not sure. It's cool that I got invited to be here. Hopefully, I don't know, I got some stickers going. Hopefully some people actually grab them and will subscribe and all that. Always appreciate that. You know, any subs constantly encourage me to do better and more and try harder. So it's approaching bedtime. I think they said 9 o'clock we can start getting out of here. Just gonna zip home, transfer some of this data, and look at the route, because tomorrow morning I have to leave to Oregon. Yeah, cool show, and thanks North Shore for inviting me. I appreciate you guys, and for putting me on the cover of your magazine. Very much appreciated. It's cool, but at the same time it's a reminder for me every time I look at that magazine. My previous setup when I had the roof, and now I look at it, it's like, oh my god, it's like, it's not even a truck anymore, it's like half a truck. Yeah, it's a sad reminder, definitely. But I'm looking forward to it getting rebuilt in 2 months. Like, I can't wait. I can't wait to get back my rear camera on the roof so I can use it as a rear view mirror. I'm really missing that stuff in the future. I thought of initially putting it as a sporting camera for backing up, off-roading. No, not really. It doesn't, like, kind of helps, but not really. It's actually city driving. It's actually using it as a rear view mirror that I really gotten used to. You know, it's sitting right there up on the top with fisheye view, 172 millimeter view angle, like wide fisheye view. So I'm missing it and looking forward. But yeah, I gotta say the night vision, the night view on this camera is just absolutely amazing. I'm not even trying hard, and it's like crystal clear, beautiful colors. Well, I am using on this camera HD, EOS HD profile, and today I actually had to modify it. It looked like the reds aren't coming out as reds as much, more like pinks, so I modified it a little bit too. Well, there's been too much rambling. I'll actually conclude this video, and thanks you for watching and joining me to check out this auto show. And as always, you can hit the like button, subscribe, and I greatly appreciate it. And if you feel like leaving any comments down below, feel free. If it's something I could improve shooting, or how I narrate, or anything like that, any feedback that helps me to make videos better and more interesting for you guys to watch, just leave a comment, call out any BS, anything, you know, just don't do the dislike button. You know, if you feel like expressing something, just put it in the comments, not in some kind of dislike. YouTube algorithm doesn't like that, so don't do that. But definitely leave some comments. Alright, see you guys later. Well, I hope you liked this episode, and if you did, you can support me by hitting the like button and subscribe, and also check out my previous videos by hitting the links below or just after this video.